Hey kids, Flexing Teacher Weber here. I hope you're having a good day. We've been looking at equivalent fractions, and we have been solving number puzzles with equivalent fractions where you're trying to find a missing number. Now, the ones we have done previously have been where you solve them by multiplication. The ones we're looking at today, you're solving by division. So, if you look at this example, we have the fraction 6 over 8 equals 3 over x, x being some unknown number. And what we do to solve this is we ask ourselves, well, to go from 6 to 3, we're dividing. Well, what do I divide by 6 to get 3? I divide 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So since this is an equivalent fraction, I do the same thing to the denominator 8. 8 divided by 2. And that gives me the value of x is equal to 4. So 6 over 8 is equal to 3 over 4. So it's really about recognizing some of your division facts. We'll try another one here. On this one, I notice on the denominators of each fraction that to go from 15 to 3, I divide by 5. And since they're equivalent fractions, I do the same thing to the top. 10 divided by 5. And that gives me that x is equal to 2. I'll do a few more of these. Number 7, 8 over 12 equals x over 3. Well, to go from 12 to 3, I'm getting smaller, I'm going to divide. And I know 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Since they're equivalent, I do the same thing to the top, and 8 divided by 4 gives me that x is equal to 2. So really you got to recognize some of your divisions, right? This one here, 10 over 20 equals x over 10. Well, I recognize to go from 20 to 10, I'm chopping in half or dividing by 2. So I do the same thing to the top, and 10 chopped in half gives me that x is equal to 5. All of those ones had missing numbers in the second fraction of the equivalent. Let's look at a few where the missing numbers in the first fraction. Well, in this one, to go from 15 to 3, I divide by 5. So I do the same thing to the bottom. And so to go from 20 to x, I divide by 5, and x is equal to 4. This one here, to go from 18 to 6, I divide by 3. So to go from 12 to x, I also divide by 3. And so that means x is equal to 4. All about division facts on this one, multiplication and division. 2 more will do. Number 11, to go from 8 to 2, I divide by 4. Do the same thing to the bottom, and 16 divided by 4 gives me that x is equal to 4. And the last one we'll look at, number 12, x over 7 equals 9 over 21. To go from 21 to 7, I'm getting smaller, so I'll do 21 divided by 3. And I'll do the same thing to the top, and 9 divided by 3 means that x is equal to 3. So on the assignment today that the kids are going to work on, it looks like this. You're going to have some questions where you have to multiply to get the answer. So if you look at number 1, to go from 3 to 9, I multiply by 3, and I do the same thing to the top, and 2 times 3 is 6. So there'll be some where I'm multiplying, and then there'll be some where I'm dividing. So if you look at this one, to go from 12 to 3, I divide by 4. And I do the same thing to the top, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. So the kids' job today is to finish this entire sheet. That's the one they have to do. And then if they need a little bonus activity, they can do this one as well. But this is the one they have to do. So equivalent fractions. I hope that video helps. That's all for now. Flexing Teacher Weber, out.